Hi there, Zain. So we've got more essays. I'm really happy to see them. Let's take a look and see what you wrote. The first one is the Albion University apology letter. All right, let's take a look at it. Dear Sir or Madam, I'm writing regarding my absence from the final math exam last week. I missed the opportunity to partake in the test due to the fact that I got sick for the last whole week. Okay. I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused, and it is my hope that you would consider my reasons for my absence. All right, the reasons for my absence is better. Okay. My name is John Smith, and I am a first-year student in the engineering department. My student ID number is this, and my case number is this. Good. Last Friday, I was participating in a snowboarding competition at the St. James College. Unfortunately, I broke my collarbone while performing a dangerous move. Okay, we don't put a comma after although. So, although I had explained to the doctor at the Newton Hospital that I needed a certificate to prove my case, it has been to no avail. He was extremely busy with the number of patients he had. 2 days after the accident, I went to the hospital to see the doctor again, but the receptionist told me he flew to Toronto for an emergency operation. I would appreciate it if you could allow me to sit for the exam in the coming days, and I will make sure that once my doctor is back home, I will ask him to write me a letter explaining my situation. I beg your forgiveness, and I look forward to hearing from you. Full stop here. Yours faithfully, John Smith. Okay. So, here's the good news. It was pretty flawless in terms of the grammar and the vocabulary. Okay, so great job. I'm very happy to see that. It was well developed. It was cohesive. I had no problems with it. However, there is one major error that you have to look at. Did you apologize for the situation? Yeah, you did. Did you identify yourself? Yes, you did, exactly. Did you explain what happened in any evidence? You sure did. What about this? Possible resolutions. Did you come up with possible resolutions? And notice that I say resolutions, not resolution. You came up with one. But number 4 says resolutions, which means that the people at IELTS don't want you to just give them one. They want you to give them more than one. So you have to come up with another suggestion, okay? You have to be really careful with the language they use in these tasks because they're pretty specific and they expect you to analyze them really quite closely, okay? So while it's beautifully written and I really liked it, it's got that error. And this would actually cost you in terms of your task achievement, okay? So keep that in mind, and when you correct this essay, you will need to definitely add another resolution. All right, so let's look at your task 2, school children, more influenced teachers or parents. Okay, raising a child is considered one of the most difficult tasks, plural, people can go through. Throughout the world, experts have debated whether instructors or parents have more impact on juveniles. In my opinion, I strongly believe that parents have more effect on their children than teachers do. This essay will use examples from the UK government and Queen's University to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Perfect. Firstly, there is ample evidence of strong emotional connection between children and parents. The central reason behind this is that children spend more time with their parents than they do with their teachers. In addition to that, children learn far more skills in their first 5 years, you don't have to capitalize this, than their entire lives. For example, they learn how to walk and talk before embarking on school. In school, yeah, I guess on school. No S there. Consistent with this line of thinking, a recent empirical, not a recent, we never say a research, it's always uncountable, and it's never with an A. So consistent with this line, where am I? Yes, a recent, without the A, recent empirical research by Queen's University illustrated that teenagers who have spent more time with their parents at home showed outstanding performance in subjects like math and physics. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that children's intelligence is immensely influenced by their parents. Perfect. Okay, moving on. Secondly, okay. School teachers have many new students every year, and it is difficult for them to maintain any real relationship with any student. In order for children to develop their social development, that doesn't make sense, to progress with their social development, maybe that would have been better, or to develop their social skills also. There should be a constant and stable interaction between a child and an instructor. This is because if children had no consistent social communication with people, it is hard to believe that they would be able to develop their social and emotional intelligence. For instance, a recent study by the UK government demonstrated that 72% of high school students who lost their parents at an early age, AN, have issues socializing with their peers. Consequently, it is possible to state beyond doubt that for children to enhance their social interaction with people, they have to spend far more time with their loved ones. Okay. Let me see something. Okay. To conclude from the arguments and examples given, I firmly believe that parents are more influential than teachers are. It is predicted that the role of teacher will increasingly decrease when it comes to child mental development. Okay. This was really great, Zain. Honestly, the grammar, the vocabulary, everything, it flowed. You could see that I read it really quickly because I didn't really halter anywhere. I mean, it was very easy to read, which is a wonderful sign of fluency. So obviously you're writing at a high level, and because you are writing at a high level, I want to point one suggestion out to you. We have a comparison here, and the comparison is comparing the effect, the influence on children by parents versus teachers. You consistently were in favor of the parents, consistently, in both your body paragraphs. Now, that's one way to do it, and a lot of people would say that is the way to do it. However, I'm going to suggest something and tell you that when you're aiming to the really higher levels of IELTS, like 7 and above, you may want to consider arguing the opposite point. So there are all these people who think that teachers have more influence. Why does that argument exist? I mean, what kind of evidence do they have? What kind of statistics, or what kind of evidence do they have that would say, you know, yeah, it's true, school teachers do have more influence? So maybe you could, in this paragraph, analyze that side, like why this position exists, okay, and then you can spend all this paragraph saying, well, this is wrong because of A, B, C, D, E, F reasons, okay? So at the higher level, you do want to consider that perhaps you should analyze the opposing point of view, because in fact, when you do that, it just strengthens your point of view more, okay? Keep that in mind, and let's see if you can try to adapt that in some of your other essays with us. All right, so nice job on the whole. Correct them and send them back to us. Don't forget to add to your error correction list. And we'll be waiting for your new essays as well. All right, so I'll let you get to it. Good luck with your writing, and I'll be waiting to see what you write next time.